Okay, so I made shapes like these. No particular pattern, just did squigglies basically, sort of like a flower. And then I peeled one layer off to reveal the corrugate, only on one side though. And then I put a spacer, just a little piece of cardboard glued on there, and that made me think of a flower, so I made a few. And so then I just stacked a bunch of shapes on top with the spacers on top of each other, just a little bit, each one was a little bit smaller than the one before it. And here I'm just showing making the layers. And I used PPA, perfect paper adhesive, and it worked great. And then for the topper, I just cut this little piece. Sorry, it's blurry. Anyway, I just cut that little piece, and then I glued it on like that. And I really quite like my tree. It's small. I think I'm going to make a bigger one. So the bigger one you see in the back there, I didn't really like that one, so I didn't go with that design. So I really like this smaller one. I could even make a pine cone out of that same idea. So I was thinking that I might make a bigger one as a tabletop tree and decorate it and maybe even paint it green and stuff. Now, if I were to paint it, I would probably add the paint to the pieces before assembling it, like before gluing it together. So I made this snowman, and it didn't look right to have it brown and, you know, cardboard color. And so I thought that I would put a little bit of uh, cotton on it, but it just didn't look right. So in the end, I took it out of the reindeer scene. And for the trees, I know that for that scene with all that snow, that it would have looked better if the trees had snow on them, and I almost put cotton on those trees to make it look like snow. In the end, I decided I didn't want to cover up the tree because I like it so much just like that, so that's why. So I guess maybe a gust of wind came by and blew the snow off the trees.